Looks like someone's resting up there. Ah, what a lovely life. A nice stretch on the beach. Someone's peeping. And it's a good morning. Good morning. Well, one of the pups got out this morning and she was yapping and yapping. So I come out of the bedroom and I looked out of this window and she was there at the front of the house running around there and she was yapping, barking at two dogs, the neighbour's dogs. So that's what she was doing. Now she was yapping, barking, trying to get back in. So this morning I've got to find out how did she get out. Now that's what I've got to do. I've got to walk down that little fence and think, how did she manage to get out of there? So that's what my job is this morning. Finding out how one of the pups managed to escape. Because not good, but she's got out. Two pests. This is what they like all day till they get tired. Then they'll sleep, eat, and then they're back at it. So it's a great morning here. That's the beautiful volcano. I think I need something to eat. Wow. Absolutely beautiful morning, guys. Well, girlfriend's just bought a dish. It's coconut milk with a horned snail. So in this dish,
Vegetable.
there is actually coconut milk, vegetables,
Yeah.
and a horn
Snail.
snail. I won't be trying it. So this is the horn snail. I hope you enjoy it. Now our dogs. One's called Lexi.
Try the hand.
No, I don't want to try it.
Nice.
One's called Lexi. And is it this one?
Yeah.
Where are you?
That's Lexi.
That one there.
Lexi and
This
Feliz.
one here is Lexi.
Feliz.
What's this one called?
Feliz.
Philly?
Feliz.
Phyllis?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't even know that one had a name.
Feliz.
I was actually going to ask someone to name one of the pups, one of the viewers, one of the subscribers. But sounds like the other one has a name too. It weren't my idea actually. It was a friends of mine said, why don't you ask someone to name the pups? Well, one's called Lexi and I can't remember the other one's name.
Feliz.
Phyllis?
Yeah.
Phyllis is in a woman?
Yeah.
Phyllis, my word. Phyllis,
Yeah.
what are you doing, Phyllis? Well, so it's Phyllis and Lexi. That's funny. That's a funny name, Phyllis. So, like I said, that's what we feed them on. A bit of dog meal, not a bit, 3 or 4 scoops a day. And like I said, one of them got out this morning. I don't know how she got out. But I'm going to keep an eye on her and find out how she managed to get out. But she was barking at these two this morning. These are 2 of the dogs, the neighbour's dogs. And she was here running about here trying to get back in. And she was yapping at the neighbour's dogs. Right, this Paul. Luckily yesterday, as you know, we've got no electric. But yesterday, see this pole that cost 1,200 pesos. So we need, actually the guy came on a CRF, so he came on a CRM And the guy what's going to fix the electric, he told us actually how they're going to fit it. So we need 3 of them poles, that's 3,200, 300 each. Now then, my girlfriend asked the neighbour here next door, and she asked if she could run, because we need 3 of these poles. In fact, I'm going to have a walk round and I'll show you. So we need 3 of these poles before they can connect to wire. But when we had the fuse box fitted, it's actually fitted in the wrong place. So the guy who fitted it up there, where that pole comes out, so it's fitted up there. He said it should have been fitted at the back of the house. So we've got to run 3 poles, 3 of these poles, and we've got to run them over there. In fact, I'm going to have a long walk round and then I'll start from the pole. So we've got to pay 3,600 and maybe a little more. That's for the poles. Then what we have to pay for is we have to pay for the guy to bring the poles here. So we need 2 more poles, and then we need sand and cement. And then here, I'll show you poles, but here where I've marked it, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot. So basically where I've marked it, it needs some wrought iron. So it needs actually some wrought iron, and it needs to be welded. So it has to be all welded up, and I'll show you when I find a pole. That's the other alternative. That's a bamboo pole, but we can't. But the neighbour here said we can't run it through her property because there's already enough. There's already enough poles there. So it looks like somebody sat in the sun. So I'm going to have a walk around. So that's what I'm doing now. But I will actually show you and explain to you. But you can see, you know, because things are so expensive, like I said, 3 poles, 3,000, I don't know if they're 3,200 each, 3,200 each, 1,200 each. So the poles, and then they need welding, and then we have to ask permission to go across the land, which we already asked the lady in the big house, and she said, yeah, it's fine, we can do that. Then my girlfriend asked the other lady, she says no, because there's already enough. So we have to find a different alternative. But like I said, that's why they use bamboo poles here, guys, because everything's so expensive. I've got my silly hat on. Well, it's not a bad hat actually. So I'm normally on rock collection. So this morning, like I said, 3,000 plus 3,600 for 3 poles. Then we need to get a guy. To bring the poles. We need 2 more poles, maybe 3 more poles, because we have to do a different direction. So we need 3 more poles. And then we need to sand, cement and gravel, because I have to dig them in and I have to set them in cement. And then like I said, I'll show you. So the guy can climb up, we need to have it welded. And that's just for the poles. So it's going to be like 4,000 pesos, probably a little bit more, to get the poles and get the job done. Then if I need somebody to help me, because I've got a big pole, I have to pay someone to help me. And then they come and fit. I'll show you on the pole. That's what we're doing. We're actually walking that way, long ways around. So that's what we've got to do this morning. Not this morning. I'm not doing it this morning. In fact, I need to spin it around in here. I mean, I thought, well, solar panels. But I think solar panels are really expensive. So, needs must. We're just going to have to buy the poles, cement them in. Then when the electric guy comes back, he's going to put a meter, and I'll show you the meter. He'll put a meter up there, and then we'll have already put the poles in where he's told us to put the poles in, and then that's it. But So the expense of it, right, I think it's 8,000. I think it's 8,000 to put a meter up and then run a line. The line's not very long actually. And then run a line. And then I worked it out and I thought, wow, it's going to cost us, it's going to cost over 10,000 pesos. But that's it. We've had no electric since, let's have a think now, before Christmas. We moved in the place 2 days before Christmas. Now water. Luckily there is a water source and the water source. Morning! That's the guy there, he's working out. He's working out in the field. He'll be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, wow, it's hard work. I mean, when I'm lifting rocks for a couple of hours, because I'm lifting rocks for a couple of hours now, we'll go into that later. You know, when the sun gets on you, it's really hard when that sun hits you. And these guys are in the field. Anyway, so it's going to end up probably over 10,000 pesos. More than 10,000 pesos. So I thought, well, solar panels. But then, good morning. We've got our Carabao. She's got some ears on her, look. Don't know if you can see her, but she's got some red ears on her. So that's it. I'll show you exactly how they put the poles up. How me, are going to put the poles up, so I'll show you. Right. There'll be some barking here in a moment. Oh, that this morning, snails. Wow, it were a known snail. Yep, we know. So it were a known snail this morning. Let's reverse the camera. So, these dogs actually, guys, when people walk past the dogs here, they normally carry a stick. And some will just move the stick and the dogs won't bother them. So, but some might just give the dogs a tsh. So that's why sometimes when you approach them, they're a little bit nervous. But they do a good job because they bark. And they tell people that there's strangers walking around. Right, so that's what we're doing this morning. I can hear a motorbike coming. That's what we're doing this morning. I'm going to show you exactly how they fit the poles here. Got a nice egret out there, let's have a look. That's the volcano this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. I think this gimbal needs charging up. So that's the volcano this morning. And she's big. That volcano's, it's vast. It's really is ginormous. Really is a big volcano, guys. And we're hoping to get there sooner or later. Now then, I can see the lorry that pulled up outside the house this morning. I think it picked one of the guys up. So obviously he's working out here in the fields. Ah, they are, look. So that's, look. I came down there yesterday on the bike. And it looks like that field up there. Yeah, looks like they're going to start planting it up with sugarcane. But I can see a crew there. So it looks like they're getting ready to plant up. Now that lorry there, I don't know where he's going, if he's going to this field. So let's have a look. So it looks like they're hard at work this morning. So that's it. Looks like he's going up top. It looks like he's going to the top of the field. And there is some quite bumpy parts there. Because like I said, we came down there yesterday on the bike. So that's it. Looks like everyone's busy here, look. Busy in the fields. So I can hear the ladies chatting away. So that's it, look. It's going up there to the top of the field and round. So that's them, you can hear them chatting away. So that's it. Everyone hard at work. The lorry's gone all the way around. That lorry, them lorries amaze me. They just get everywhere and anywhere. You know, if there's a river, they'll go through the river. So they just get everywhere. You know, they just drive. And they just go anywhere, like I said. They sometimes amaze me, but it looks like these are working very hard here. try and blow it up. So that's it, everyone working very hard here, look. Like I said, it's quite breezy this morning, it's quite nice, so it's not so hot. But we're in summer now and it's normally blisteringly hot, very hot here. So that's it, guys. Have a little walk around. Morning. We need some rain. Hard at work. Wow. You can hear that soil crunching because it's very dry. Are you famous? The famous workers. Have a nice day. It's a walking morning. So that's the lake. So that's it. Everyone hard at work. And this is the field they're gonna plant up. So they'll be planting this field up very, very soon. And as you can see, the ladies are doing a fine job of this sugarcane. That when you walk past, it's that dry. You can hear it all crunching. So that's what they're doing, look. They break it all up so the soil gets plenty of oxygen. The plant gets plenty of oxygen. It's good for the worms. And when it rains, hopefully very soon, it gets the water into the plant and it helps the plant. So if you know about plants, so that's your sugarcane. This is actually a young sugarcane field. And this is what they have to do, you know. They just don't put the sugarcane in and leave it. It's worked. So they have to do a lot of work on it. And like I said, these ladies and gentlemen at the bottom here, wow, you can hear it crunching. You can hear that crunching of that soil. It's just that dry. And it's very, very hard work. And if you look how they're dressed, they're actually dressed from head to toe. Some have balaclavas on. Because the sun's that fierce. And it really is fierce. So that's what they're doing, look. I mean, wow, that's hard work. You know, real hard work. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to guess it. I would say it's underpaid. But that's their living. You know, listen, I'll actually do a motivation speech one day. And my motivation speech comes from the heart. You know, it does, because I'm quite a passionate person. I'm very passionate and poor. It's not good being poor. And, you know, your motivation will come from your past. So if you're a poor person, yeah, you can make it, you can get there, you can become rich. But if you're just being poor, you know, then there's two ways to look at being poor. You know, we can sit on his arse. That's a lovely big stone, I'd like to carry that. So we can sit on his arse, right, on that stone. Wow, what's that? That's big, it's an egret. Don't think we've got her, she's coming this way, she's an egret. So that's it, poor. Hold on, I'm trying to catch you this egret. I don't know if we've got her. So that's where we're heading. So being poor will come from your past. What does that mean? What it means is, you know, some people are not very passionate people. You know, they get up in the morning and they work very hard and they can't see a way, a means to an end. You know, they work hard. We'll say fields. We'll say they work hard in these fields. This is just for instance, you can work in a market, you can work in a shop, you can work in SM. That's your means to an end. That's your living. You know, that's your food on the table. It pays the bills. So, being poor will come from your past. And being poor, it'll get you two things. Poor will keep you poor, because you know you'll go to work and you'll scrimp and you'll scrape. You won't know how to pay the bills. You've got kids. It can be an hard life. So being poor, guys, you know, somebody like me, I'm quite an hungry person and I don't like being poor. I've been poor and I don't like being poor. You know, it's just terrible. To be poor is a terrible thing. Now, yeah, we've got all the, let me reverse the camera. We're chatting about being poor for a little while. So being poor, you've got a lot of people, and I actually ate this yesterday. I ate that quite hard yesterday coming down here on bike. I didn't see it, so I went down there. My legs flew off bike, but we got up there okay. I didn't see this, so it's good to ride these trails now actually, because it's dry. Being poor. Back to the subject, being poor. So it's a terrible, terrible thing being... Yeah, it's a terrible thing being poor. You can be happy, but we need money. Money's not everything. That we know this. We know this, but we need money. So, you know, you've got a lot of people saying, well, why are you poor in this day and age? Because that's the way things are. Right? Unless you do something about it. Let me show you that. Now, I don't know what that represents. That could represent something special here in the sugarcane field. So, being poor is not, it's not nice. It comes from the past. You're going to either, you know, sit around, you know, you're going to be a lazy person, you're not going to save any money, you're not going to make any money. That's just a stupid laziness. Or you want someone to give you money all the damn time. Now, if you're poor, I'll tell you this. You're looking forward to, right, you're looking forward to not a very bright future. Having said that, you know, you can be poor, you can live in a beautiful place like this, and you can be happy. But at the end of the day, my point is, we need money, guys. Simple. You know, you're not going to shop. You're not buying any food. We need money. Everyone needs money. So maybe one day I'll do a motivational speech, and it'll be quite harsh, because, like I said, I'm a very passionate person. And poor's not good, and I'll try to explain. There's a lot to it. It's who you were around too, you know. I mean, if you're with a woman what don't work, you're with a man that don't work, I'll go into it. But at the end of the day, you need to try and save a few pesos. You know, all this rubbish. How can we buy that? We don't have money. Listen, you're going to have to save money. You're going to have to do something. Whether all your family pull together, you're going to have to do something. Right, we're at the eucalyptus trees. I'll reverse the camera, but I'll actually do a motivational speech. And maybe it'll upset some of you, but that's what you need. You need upsetting. You know, sat on your ass. I'm the same. I need to push. Right? I'm poor. So, we'll go into that another time. We're at the eucalyptus trees, so I'll turn the camera around. Like I said, beautiful morning. So, this is where we are. We're at the beautiful eucalyptus. Now, a lot of these eucalyptus, they're so big and heavy, they're bending. Reason they're bending like that is they're bending for the light, they're bending for the sun. But they're getting really huge and heavy. Now, I don't know who put the eucalyptus trees in many years ago, but they're absolutely beautiful. And I don't know if they use the leaf for medicinal purposes. There's a farmer lives here with his family, quite a nice guy, because sometimes we say hello. So this is where we are. This is one of the trails we came up yesterday on the bike. we actually went over there where we've just come from, and we went to a fruit. We went to the fruit farm. Now this fruit farm, I forgot the name of the fruit. I remember. So that's it, guys. Absolutely beautiful farm here. Beautiful place. Right, we'll have a little walk down to the ponds. So this is where we are. I came up here on the bike yesterday. Right, so where I came actually. Just missed that rock, so I came up there. So I'll show you. Came past Mother Mary's. That goes over to Backholland. I can get to Backholland on the motorbike that way. I can get to Backholland that way. And as you can see, that tree there, she's fallen down. So she's fallen down. So that's what we did. We came past Mother Mary's, and you'll see that road there in the background. So that's where we came from. And then we came down this trail, up this trail, up here, and then we went over to the, oh come on, it's a fruit tree. I remember the name of the fruit, because somebody stopped at the house and they asked my girlfriend, jackfruit, not jackfruit. I remember, it's dragon, I think it's dragon fruit. Hi miss, where's the dragon fruit farm? Well, I pass the dragon fruit farm all the time, and the guy that owns it, I don't know if it's one guy or two guys or a family, quite a nice guy actually, because they pass the house and they say hello. So that's it, dragon fruit farm here in Cansilyan. Right, we're going to walk past this chap. He's happy to have his grass. And carabao. I asked about the carabao, guys, and what I was told about the carabao. Now, one of my friends said, oh, they come from China. But actually, I did ask a guy at the 60s cafe. Yeah, we'll move away. So I did ask the guy at the 60s cafe, and what the guy said is, no, they're native. They're actually native here to the Philippines. I don't know how they got here, but they're native here, whether they swum here, but they're native here. So that's the size, look. These trees are absolutely huge. Big, beautiful eucalyptus trees. Right, she's in good condition. Right, we'll go down and look at some of these poles. But here we meet again. This is how they do it here, guys, electric. You know, you haven't got the money, because like I said, 1,200 for a steel pole, that's a lot of money. So that's how they do it, look, bamboo. So it's bamboo, and it's all the way down, you'll see it all the way down. So that's how they do it here. Let me show you, that's your bamboo, which is cheap, or you can get for nothing, out of the edges, and you cut it. So that's your bamboo, look. That's how they do it. Cut a little slit at the top, and then that's it. That's your bamboo. So let's have a look. Just put on the floor. Sometimes they might sink it, and a lot of times they don't dig an hole. So that's it. We'll carry on and we'll walk down the bamboo road. Right, we're back. We're near the house. We're in my little barangay. Right, so this is it. Now I'm going to show you the electric. That's quite a drop off. Needs more pebbles. Quite rocky actually. You'll be surprised how it bumps your bike about. Morning!
Morning.
So you'll be surprised. Now look at this danger. When I first came here to the Philippines, all I got were bit. Mosquitoes. I got bit. In fact, I don't know what I've had, but I know I've had some tropical disease or whatever, because I know either that or I'm very low in magnesium. So, you know, I don't eat as many vegetables. I don't eat what I normally eat in the UK. So this is it, look. We've come down the rocky road, so to speak. Not so rocky. Now then, I'm going to show you. So our house, oh, this is it. Stop barking, right. So this is the pole when the dog stopped to bark. So this is the electric pole. These are the meters. So these are the meters. So that's what they'll do. They'll hook us to one of these meters. They're not daft, they stop barking. Oh, it looks like someone's digging a well. Ah, looks like they're digging a well. I'm not sure. So that's what they'll do. These meters, they'll put her on one of these meters. This is the main pole. Hello. So this is the main pole. So what we have to do from this main pole is, if you look straight forward, we have to go that way, like this bamboo. See this bamboo here? Well, these cables, actually, that's where our cable will be run, and our house is over there. But I'll show you this main post here. I'll show you from the other side. I'll show you, that's the main pole there. See this? So that's what we've got to do. We've got to buy 3 of those. Now can you see? We have to have them welded on so the guy can climb up and can connect the wires. So, and there's another one there, look. So it has to be concreted in. And then there's another one there. So I don't know how we're going to reroute it. We'll have to ask for permission, but I don't know how we're going to reroute it. Right. Right, I know we can see it from here. Ah. Straight forward there, I can't actually, we can see it because I saw it yesterday. So let me see if I can see it. It's at the other side of them trees there. So it's at the other side of the trees. So we've got to come with that electric pole, and we have to come down here. And we have to come this way. So I don't know how we're going to do it. We'll have a chat, I think we'll have a chat with the lady up there with the big house. But that's it. I can actually see the pole. It's there in the background. So it's going to have to come down here. And I don't know about 3 poles. It looks like it might be a 4-pole job. That's the piggery. So we're going to have to try and come down here somewhere. Like I said, I don't think 3 poles will reach. And like I said, they use bamboo, so we've got to think how to connect it. So we're going to have to get the guy here to tell us how to do it. And then that's the house. Needs a lot of work, but it's nice inside. So we can't go this way. Well, actually, the guy said, electric company, said go up the side. Go up the side of the house here. So we go up the side of the house here. So I'll not go too far because there's a lady working there. So we go down the side, we put a pole here, look, in the yard. So the pole goes there, or it goes outside, and it goes to the back of the house. And then it goes in an L shape. But we can't put it, so now we've got to direct it somehow. We can't go through this property here at the back because the lady says we can't. So now we're going to have to try and find a way, and the only other way is up there somewhere. Or it's going to have to come from this way. You know this line? We're going to have to run it. That's what they've got here, look, bamboo. So we're going to have to run this poles that way, and then we're going to have to go over that way. So it should be expensive and it should be interesting. So like I said, that's the pole. I thought we might need 1 or 2. It's looking like we need 4. Right. So we're back home. It's quiet, so that means the dogs are sleeping. I thought they might be. That's where they like to hide out, they like to relax in there. and they'll be asleep. They're no trouble at all, really. I like to know how they got out. So, beautiful morning. So, she was chatting to the lady here through the window. That's the lady's house, but she says, no, you can't go that way because there's too many poles. So we'll have to find a different alternative. Have a great morning, take care, God bless. Absolutely gorgeous. Please like, please subscribe, please share the videos. Wow, absolutely spectacular. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful sky at night.